Hello, Instagram and YouTube. Multitasking today. It is day 174 of 365 days of lives on Instagram. And it is Sarah Waggle on both channels. And today we are talking about the moon in Virgo, the 23rd through the 25th of June, and the oil, the aroma of support. First of all, disclaimer, I am not an aromatherapist or a medical person. So I just happen to be an oil enthusiast and who loves talking about them. And I'm also a Reiki practitioner. So I do practice energy work and whatnot. So I will implement some of that into this too. So, okay. So the moon in Virgo is an earth sign. It's a mutable earth sign. And so we are talking about, it's also mercurial. So if you happen to have a lot of Virgo in your chart, you might have some very mercurial tendencies. And so as we're dealing with this moon in Virgo, we are building up to Mars square Uranus. So Mars and Leo square Uranus and Taurus. So there may be some abruptness to this weekend. Mercury is also about to change signs on Monday, the 26th. So there's going to be some change in energy, of course, with that. And so we are dealing with something just occurred to me. Sorry, slightly distracted. So we are dealing with an earth sign, but the good news is that I feel like this is almost Virgo is a lot about like getting organized, routines, its health and well-being, you know, your work routines, things like that. And so I feel like we're kind of in a place of like getting organized. We've learned as we continue to kind of like learn information, process it, and then sort of fall back and regroup. And I feel like that's where we kind of are with this moon in Virgo situation. So the supportive oils that we have are lime, and I also did draw Roman chamomile, but since I know it came up just earlier this week, I decided to pull another card, and that got me lime. And what I'm noticing, a common theme of since I've been doing these oils is purification, soothing, and not grounding per se, because I haven't drawn Arbor Vitae, but like purification and soothing. And so we're talking about a lot of citrus oils. And so I do have a few oils to share. First, we have, this is Purify. I do use doTERRA oils. However, of course, whatever brand of oils you choose to use is up to you. Purify does have lime in it, and so it's one that you can diffuse in a room. It has a very lovely fragrance to it. So because lime is all about purification, Roman chamomile, which was the other one that I drew, is about calming and soothing. But I am not a huge fan of Roman chamomile. I think it's too floral. And just, I don't know, it's a fragrant floral, so it's not my favorite. So maybe that's why I just decided to use my own jurisdiction here and choose another oil. But Roman chamomile would be another oil. And the other one that I have with me today is lemon eucalyptus, because eucalyptus has come up a lot. Eucalyptus is all about freedom. It's all about release. You probably use eucalyptus to sort of if you inhale it, it'll clear your breathing, your passages and things like that. And so lemon eucalyptus is great for cleaning. Any citrus oils obviously are great for cleaning, cleansing, and things like that. But the other thing, looking for the label, there we go. I like to show you guys the label, but then I have to find it. Blind people problems. But the other thing I noticed with the presence of particularly a green, lime is green, lemon is yellow. And so I thought what was interesting about that is that we are really at a place of focusing on our lower chakras and cleansing and balancing our lower chakras. And the green of the heart chakra is the bridge between our upper chakras and our lower chakras. Our lower chakras are yellow, orange, and red. And so with the presence of citrus oils, meaning yellow, orange, yellow and orange particularly, it's a good reminder of tapping into our personal power, right? Yellow is our solar plexus, it's our personal power, it's our gut. And so right below our heart center, and things like that. And so it's really interesting to me that the citrus oils keep popping up, the citrus fragrances, but it's been lemon, it's been lime, it's been things like that that keep surfacing in the moon, in the lunations. So it's a good reminder as we continue to move through 2023 and beyond, to continue to tap into your lower chakras, clearing, cleansing, balancing, opening your solar plexus, your personal power, as we get closer and closer to the nodes shifting into Aries Libra. And we have this urgency or desire to be independent, to own our power, and those sorts of archetypes. It's an important time to tap into our solar plexus and to cleanse it, to clear it, to balance it, to open it, and to have it be more utilized. And the way to do that is to receive from our crown, through our third eye, express through our throat, balance, and the bridge between that and what we feel good in our gut and in our sacral and in our root, right? We have to have our root, our security. And so I just find it really interesting that the yellow and the green keep coming up in the fragrances and whatnot. So that is what I have. I'm trying to make sure I want to say anything else. I feel like there was something more I wanted to say about this, but I don't want to make these super long either. If you have any questions, feel free to drop comments on either platform. I will check for comments and respond accordingly and whatnot. Again, I use doTERRA oils, but of course, feel free to use, whatever brand you feel comfortable with. I definitely recommend using like a higher quality oil, just because you get more of a pure blend, maybe potentially less irritation. The one thing I'll say about eucalyptus and or chamomile in this case is that they both can be potential skin irritants. So you do want to use a carrier oil if you're using topically. Diffuse, obviously, as you desire. Purify is definitely something you can diffuse. Any of them is something you can diffuse. But that was just a theme that I noticed, is that I continually pull, because I pull from a deck to get those oils, is that I'm continuing to pull purifying oils, cleansing oils, and calming and soothing oils. So it is really an invitation as we, move through retrograde season and the nodes about to shift on July 17th, to really continue to acknowledge what we're learning. What lessons have you learned since January 2022? What have you learned? What have you received? What's opened up? What's become clear? What is becoming clear? And then, the process of cleansing, purifying, and then using the eucalyptus as sort of like a catapult to your, freedom and independence from maybe something that you have come to a revelation about, that is time to let go and move forward or move on and leave that thing behind. And so, as much as I talk about how difficult Taurus Scorpio nodes has been, I think it's been a great opportunity for many of us to have learned a lot, to have grown a lot, to have a lot of revelations. Scorpio is very transformative. It's one of its key archetypes is transformation. And so to do transformation, it digs deep. It digs really deep. And then, of course, combine the eucalyptus with the citrus blends in order to purify. Also, citrus is just lively. It's pretty. Of course, it smells good. It livens up the energy. It brightens up, the energy, the atmosphere of a space. So lots of advantages, and many of them are really good for cleaning. Lemon. I mean, I use all kinds of citrus blends for cleaning. I have probably too many citrus oils. Probably too many oils, period. And as I get ready to pack them up, it's getting really clear, like I probably have too many, but it's okay because they all get used in their own way. If you also want another alternative to chamomile, if you too are not a fan of it, lavender is a good one. Ylang ylang is a good, not only citrusy, but relaxing oil. You can use any of the grounding oils like arbor vitae or vetiver to ground, things like that. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. I'll close you out first. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much for being here, and I will talk to you on the next video. Instagram, give me 1 second. Why are we not? Uh-oh.